taking me along on this short clip. I'm planting parsnips. I've never planted, raised, bought parsnips before. I have had parsnips before when I was a child. My grandmother and grandfather, Oma and Opa, miss you guys, would mash them in with the mashed potatoes. So, and I ate them. I liked them when I was a kid. And parsnips are supposed to be good for you. And I was given some Baker's Creek parsnip seeds. Cannot pass up Baker Creek. So, let's plant. This is at the back of my tomato patch. I can't see with my screen here. You're attached to a tripod. These are those tomatoes, those husky reds I planted from the nursery. And it's attached to this big long bed here. So on the other half, we got neighborhood kids running around in the neighborhood, obviously. So let's get some parsnips planted. The wood chips. Hang on. Alright, we're back. That was neighborhood kids looking for my children to come out and play. Alright, planting parsnips. I've never, like I said, I've never planted parsnip seeds before, and I didn't even know what they look like till I just opened them. Half-inch deep. Okay, sorry, I got lost reading instructions. Well, again, they give you directions to space them way apart, and they do the same thing with carrots, and I like them when they come out all small and stuck together and everything. It's fun. So, that's what we're going to do here. I'll plant them all, and that's it. Parsnips planted. Alright, let's go film more of me planting stuff. And give you a walk around and show you what some of my other plants look like. Let's talk about all the stuff I've planted in the last couple days. I've actually planted a lot of stuff. Up front here with my cabbage, I think I've showed you guys this before, in my front garden bed. I have some cabbage that I planted, some New Brunswick cabbage. Oh, I see a tree. Let's get rid of it. Okay. This is on here to prevent neighborhood stray cats. Okay, lemongrass. I have a line of it right here. And then over here, I have a row of leaf lettuce. Now, I just planted this yesterday, so it's not going to be popping and showing anything yet. Let's look at other stuff I planted. An absolute ton of my husband's basil has come up. There and there. I'm going to give it like another week, and then I'm going to do some thinning. In here, I've planted Giant of Italy parsley. All my Amish tomato paste tomatoes that I thought I was going to lose, most of them made it, and now they're starting to grow a new leaves. So, took about 2 weeks from when I transplanted them in, but they're doing good. And then I have a holy basil that's popping up nicely. These are not what I planted today. Let's move on to those. I just want to show you this. This one, its stalk has doubled in size, and it's growing big leaves. I have decided that any like the best tomato that comes off of this plant, the absolute best tomato, I will be saving the seeds from. This bugger here has made it through all kinds of stuff and is going super strong. So I'm going to save the seeds. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that thick stalk, and it's purple. It's so pretty. A couple of the pickles that I planted last week are coming up. They're not pickles. They're cucumbers, but they're pickling cucumbers. They make those little pickles for my son. And here I planted curled parsley yesterday. So that's going to take several days to come up. The Italian heirloom are doing wonderful. This Amish tomato plant paste I planted is just starting to show new signs of growth. Alright, here I planted more pickles for my son. This is another Amish tomato paste coming in and getting new leaves. It's beautiful. This is that purple basil I got from the nursery. This Amish tomato paste is starting to get new leaves. Here's those pickles I planted last week. They're starting to come up. These have doubled in size since I brought them home. These ones are the... this is the Health Kick. This is the Italian heirloom. They have doubled in size since I brought them home a week ago. This is a Health Kick. This is a Health Kick. Here are my tomatoes that I planted from seed. As you can see in the back corner, I have pulled some out. I will show you those in a minute. These ones I have thinned out, and I'm going to leave just these 4 and see how they come about. Scribble, say hi. This is another Health Kick. It has doubled in size. This is... cinnamon basil, I believe. Nope, this is chocolate basil. I got it from my husband. He likes to just pull basil leaves and eat whole basil. This is an indigo rose tomato, and this is also doubled in size, and it's getting new leaves, and it's now got flowers. It is so beautiful. The leaves down here are purple. And as they're in here growing taller, all the non-purple leaves, these ones, are new. It's just the older seeds, or older leaves from when it was just at the nursery that are purple. I don't know why. Alright, pickles. Like 4 of them popped up in there. I don't know if I want to pull them or leave them. I'm going to just see what happens and then decide. This one is an Italian heirloom. It has doubled in size. It is more than doubled in size. It's like tripled in size. And it's got a bunch of leaves. See, tomato plants pollinate themselves. And all you have to do is flick the flowers and they pollinate themselves. Gently flick the flowers. There we go. There's another Italian heirloom. It hasn't quite doubled, but it's a little bit taller than it was when it got here. Not much. You can see the size difference between this one and that one. This one was chopped to give it extra arms, and she said it would stay short and stubby, but it would not stay this short and stubby, but it'll stay shorter and more stubby, and it'll have 3 big huge branch arms at the top. Alright, I planted some more pumpkin pie seeds. Some more pumpkin pie seeds. Here's some more pickle seeds I planted. More pickle seeds I planted. Nothing in here yet. Nothing in here yet. More pickle seeds I planted. This is one of the pumpkin pies I planted last week. It's coming up. I planted parsley today. This is one of the crooknecks that I planted like 2 weeks ago, and it's the only one that's popping up. So I replanted the Pennsylvania crooknecks and the ones that didn't pop up. These have nothing in them yet, but they will. This, it hadn't Pennsylvania crookneck. This didn't have anything that had popped up, so I replanted in here today. These are the pumpkin pies. 1, 2, there's 4 of them. The ones in the middle didn't pop up, so I'm going to replant those. Here's those beds that you just saw me redo. And then in here today, I've planted, it's a dry flower mix, seeds, another dry flower mix, seeds, and then a hummingbird mix. So that there'll be lots of flowers for the pollinators. Replanted the crooknecks here. This was that squash that I wasn't sure what it was that came up in that experimental bed. And I brought it over here and planted it in here. And it's going and thriving and creating new leaves since I put it in here 2 days ago. There we go. See them? Right there in the middle. New leaves since I planted 2 days ago. It's happy. My Italian parsley that I got, it's looking beautiful. There's all the mint. And here is all of those husky reds that I planted from the nursery, and around it is dead grass or plants and flowers from all over the yard that I let die and dry out, and then I put them around the flowers for food. And here's those parsnips you saw me plant earlier in the video. And then I'm going to be getting some tomatoes in here. I got beans popping up. Bunch of them over there. 1 here, 2 here. All my onions are looking great. I might come back and plant some more beans just because I don't see any of them popping up. Not a ton of them popping up, so I might replant beans, which is fine. It'll just cause for staggering harvest. This is my drying thing. I think I've showed you this once before in passing. It is an old wheelbarrow, and I use it as if it's a cookie sheet and dry plants and churn them. And I set it in the sun, and within 2 days they're quite dried out. These are all from today. Tomorrow night these will be really quite dried out, and then I'll be able to put them around my plants. These are those tomato plants from that bench. I just moved them today. So it'll be 2 or 3 days before we know if they survive, but I think these are going to be just fine. These are doing great. And then this is one of those Amish tomato pastes that has survived my killer hand from planting it inside, and it's surviving. Alright, that's everything I have planted in the last couple of days. Thanks for coming along on this video, and if you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up down below, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Here are my radishes doing beautifully. My husband's going to be so happy. And over here, just a few sparse ones are popping up. And daylily. And we're going to be planting all of these also. I'm going to have all these pots all over my yard. Come back and stick around for all those videos. We'll see everyone in the next one. And remember, stay positive. Bye.